using the Quetzali Hood of Casting. That's good. Glyphic. Okay, we said handpiece needs to go. Okay. What handpiece do you have that you can use on Summoner right now on you?
Let's see. I have a piece in my armor chest, but it doesn't have crit debt, so I'll put that one off to the side. I have another piece, doesn't have it. Another piece, doesn't have it.
Don't forget that crit DH is good too. Not just crit dead, it's crit dead or crit DH.
Well, so far the 3 pieces that I have in my armor chest don't have any crit on them, so.
Are you willing to spend Poetics?
Yeah, absolutely.
Crescendum is bad. Augmented Envoy is bad. Oh god. Okay, Poetics is a no-go. Ceremonial is bad. Archeo Kingdom is bad. Thunderyard is bad. Skydeep is bad. Ronic Surge have Glove of Casting. These should be easy to acquire. Or the Cruiser Half Glove if you still have the tokens from normal raids. You could get the Cruiser Half Gloves, the normal raid gloves.
Okay.
Do you still have tokens?
Nope. But I don't mind doing that for tokens.
If not, there is always the crafted route. You can craft the Ronic Surge Half Glove of Casting. They should be easy to craft. I'm gonna put that on the list because, I mean, it's the same shit really, but it's easy to craft, so we can go with that. So pants, you have Glyphic. Glyphic is good. Boots, you have Shadowless. That's one of the few Shadowless items that is actually good for you, so let's put it on the list.
You recommended that the boots change out the materia though, right?
Yeah, we might change them, but I haven't looked at materia just yet.
Okay.
Ceremonial Healing is good. Ceremonial Bangle is good too. Okay, the necklace. Is there an easy to craft necklace? White gold choker of casting. Here we go. Super easy to craft. And for rings. Wait, how many dead do you have on this set? Do you have enough to... Oh, you don't have enough dead. Okay, so I need the rings to be crit dead, not crit DH. Pink Beryl. Perfect. Pink Beryl. Is that enough dead to max out the food? Nope. So I need to replace a DH piece by a dead piece.
Yo, can't wait for you to do this and still have to Giga Hold.
I mean,
the
yeah,
holding
but
is fun.
since they're learning, they won't have to hold that much. Wait, do you need to hold in T?
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect Alexander. Like before
Alexander
before
Prime,
you reach Perfect Alexander.
Yeah.
Alexander Prime, yeah.
And depending on how fast you're killing BJCC, you might want to hold them.
Yeah, I was about to say too. Yeah, like if you're in your 2 minute and one of them's almost already dead, you need to either hold or kill the time the killing of the other one. Or if you're on P after T, you just kill one of the robots and then you immediately try to kill BJ while he's doing his conal AoE, and then you wipe.
Classic thing.
Okay, how much speed do you need to get 249 JCD at that level?
You probably only need like 1 or 2 tiers to get to 249.
Yeah, you probably don't need that much, but the question is, how much is not that much? 88 is not enough, apparently.
I'm sure there's a spreadsheet somewhere with the numbers.
I'm gonna look it up. Well, I need to look it up. I can just... So, having the weapon on speed is not enough. Because if I put the weapon on speed, she's on 249. And she needs another 35. So she needs 72 plus 35, that's... 107.
Materia is 24, right? It's 24 stats per materia.
Yeah, but she only gets 2 materia for the entire set because she only has the shadowless boots that will include materia.
Yeah, I mean you can always change one of the book substats to speed.
Since
you could just change the 3rd substat to speed on the book.
Yeah, but the book when I put SPS on book, if the 3rd substat is speed on book,
that's 72.
Yeah, and 72 gives her 249 JCD, not...
So it'd be 72 plus 1 extra speed material.
Wait, no, the sim is wrong. Ah, fuck. How do I modify this?
Rip. I'm gonna hop on over.
Export.
See you.
Bye, Crocs.
See you, Crocs. Have fun.
Fun day drinking slurp.
Let me share my screen real quick. Or, something. We can talk about the mess that is post Towers UV. In the screen share. This kid's gonna have a hard time viewing.
I'm here.
So this is just a example what it would look like after Heroes Blow, and then I put all the possible dodges. And the general idea I had is that for any given one of these, you have to look at it and like balance supports and DPS, because the timing is very tight on movement. It's like Beanie cannot get back to this platform in time. So basically, in this example, Soul would move here because this platform only has one DPS. Then I would move here as like an intermediary step, and then I'd move up here. And if it was support UVs, I would move here, and Kithwood would have to immediately move here, because I wouldn't have time to move across two platforms. So basically, if you're already on a safe platform from Hero's Blow, sort of try and take into account movements. In the cases where it's me and the healers, I'll always be the one to move. There will never be a case where there's 3 DPS together, thankfully. So like again, in this case, I would move, Tuma would move here. And then you just sort of have to body language the UV. So when you spread out, just if you're closer to the away platform and your role gets it, you go up there. And then whatever platform was the middle safe is the off-roll platform. Question, thoughts, concerns?
I think you should just make the one opposite of the cleave due south and just flex from there. Because there's times that you teleports between the two.
There's a neat little truth on this slide, if you think about it for a little bit about the teleports.
Casting UV. And so I would have time to move immediately, but then I'd probably get clipped by that beam. I was covering the teleporter.
And there's only really time for one move once the markers come out.
Yeah.
Because of beams, you will absolutely get clipped by a beam if you go late.
The beams is what makes like the tightness of like just go back to your light party spots like
Wiggle check.
highly improbable. It's a single phase, it's whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the teleports. Because the thing to note during Hero's Blow is that the teleporters are always unsafe during Hero's Blow. Yeah. Main thing is just I think it's just a big use eyes. The absolute safe platform is the new relative south, but we're not going to be in our light parties. We're just going to be in a group of 2 DPS, 2 supports. Use your eyeballs. Yeah. That's it. Yay. Food check.
True.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Counter.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Odds. 3. Out. Random question, but when's the next 2 minute after Quake Moon Bleeder? Is it during Tether Towers?
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
No encounter. Wind pops first.
my biting wings.
Mitigates.
Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command.
It's DPS stack.
A pack of wolves.
Support stack. Rotate. Dodge. Out. Out. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolf.
Try this.
2, 3. DPS stack. Make your way to 3. Support stack. Watch the heads. God damn it, Proxy. Out. Cardinal.
Hey, you dodged head.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
First.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Would that make the AoEs they let out ejaculations?
I need more power.
What are you fucking talking
What are you talking
There's
about?
unbound
Heads
might.
don't ejaculate.
I mean,
Why are you being weird about it?
Expectorate.
Events! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
Delayed party
They moved
sides.
the floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Support. Clusters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
South for cleave.
I will rent all asunder.
Out. Ahead of myself. Spread for UV. Supports. Dodge rays. Wake. Two-minute. South for moon cleave.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go towards the marked tank. Go to Kithrin. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can! The power of wit unleashed!
3 bait. Four bait. One bait.
Ah, damn it.
2 bait.
Go in.
The challenger's down!
Soul bait.
Is this the end?
Milky Way South for circuit.
Come! You cannot escape from the wolf!
In. Watch the ray. Out. In. Watch the ray. Donut. Side.
Watch the teleporter.
Quakes.
Uh,
Oh god.
ah.
2 minutes around now.
Two minutes were like 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm drifted. Oh, that's a tank buster.
It is indeed.
Well, you have an LB3 you can use to see stuff.
Have at you!
I'm just
I
checking.
mean, we've seen
out
all this
patterns.
before.
Stop bothering me.
Oh, right.
Stop bothering me.
The double autos.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate.
What killed you there, Crocs?
I wasn't able to get to the side, so I got touched by the orb.
Yeah, orb.
I got.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Must have heard. but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Odds. 3. Behind.
I was muted, but I made a big sound.
We?
Basically. Actually, I went, ooh!
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
No encounter.
Bear my biting wings!
Negates.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
A pack of wolves!
Support stack. Okay. Dodge. Behind. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolves.
Try this!
4. 1. DPS stack. Make your way to 1. Support stack. Dodge the wolves. Out, Cardinal.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps. How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Support. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Hero's Blow.
I will rent all asunder.
In. Spread for UV. Supports. Dodge the ray. Wait. South for cleave.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to marked tank. It is me, Kith Invoke. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wit unleashed.
2 bait. One bait. Four bait. Three bait.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Dodge orbs. Get south circuit.
Come. You cannot escape
Donut.
from the wolf.
Watch the rays. Side. In. Out. In. Big parties. Hit the quake. Spread for UV. Supports. Dodge the rays. Tanks will take busters up north. Everyone else get to spots for towers.
Oh no! That was too much for the
Get
challenger!
Good thing you take my spot.
Remember to vote.
Get them come up here. Watch where the double tower is. Long DPS needs to go. Alright. Heroes blow. Out. Spread for UV. Dodge the rays. Heal
The
over.
challenger rises again!
I got autoed
Can they turn this around?
immediately. Damn.
You would have been fine. if Beanie had teleport to my platform last second.
We were already,
Oh.
like, when UV started, we were 2-2 for
So,
support
yeah.
and DPS. So you shouldn't have
Yeah.
run off. We all should have
Yeah.
stayed until
The
Parker's came out.
the short tank people went to the wrong platform.
Yeah.
They went towards the sword cleave.
So okay,
Short tank?
What happened south
Oh.
was so a DPS was already southwest with the deformation, and all 3 people south had deformation as well.
Yeah.
So Beanie was trying to adjust north to you. And,
Got
yeah, unfortunate.
Watch the sword. Don't be on the side with the sword.
Yeah, I just panicked. I thought for a second Hero's Blow was the one where the platform gets destroyed.
No.
For my tank buster, I didn't have, like, I used all of the mitts that I had that weren't on cooldown.
No,
Mitts were on cooldown.
I had to give you Torkoal there. I didn't. That was my bad. I should be giving you
what?
Torkoal there.
Are you not kitchen sinking it like all the way?
Well, I didn't have my 40%, which I had
need
used.
your 40%.
Yeah.
Right, but I used it during Tether's
only
shit.
use it for tank busters.
I see.
You
yeah.
can't mit during twofold. You just have to eat shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we
Short
would have
mitts
wiped if I
only.
did.
Yeah.
Because there was a point where I had like 25% HP and I had to take the laser and an auto. So yeah, I think we would have wiped. But okay, I'll save it.
I can start. I haven't been using my personal heal when I should. I'll use it there. My second wind and my
I need
blood
to remember to reprisal twofold. Like just reprisal the boss during that.
I might have. I mean, I'm sure I have it, but I'm using it on Quake. But I might be able to use it and still have it for Quake. So
you just reprisal every Quake.
After towers during twofold, can everybody move in to receive heals?
After partner towers.
After
yeah.
partner towers, yeah, right before twofold.
just in on our platforms, though,
Yeah,
right? Not
just
to a
in-
different platform.
Just in on your platform.
And then, yeah, I'll try and remember to reprisal during it. Yeah, I'll try that.
Food check.
Can I use Rampart during that? It should be back in time, right?
I don't think it will be.
Oh god. Okay.
You can probably use like Dark Mind
Let's begin, shall we?
or Evolution.
Yeah.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own land?
Oh, I'm using those.
Out. Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Counter.
Maybe we should have not supports do the tether stuff there so the healers can be more available.
Fenrir's power can be
If we do
wielded
it
in
like that,
surprising ways.
we should send healers to the tank platforms and have melees
Where
do
did
all
that
jobs.
colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
Evens rather.
Hi.
Die Crocs.
Goodbye.
The challenger's
Behind.
down! Is this the end?
Behind.
They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
That'd be a fun.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
I already did my thing, so it's fine.
I mean, our shield healer has weakness going into the beige raid wide. Brink even.
Bear my biting wings!
Renegade.
Still you stand. How delightful!
Not the LB this time.
I was
Earth is
intending
mine
on
to
being,
command.
where we had nets.
Support stack.
A pack of wolves!
PS stack. Stay. Dodge. Behind. Remember the bull. Dodge the bolts.
Try this!
2. 2. DPS stack. Support
Oh no!
stack.
That was too much for the challenger!
Cross.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
I needed more space there.
Yeah, if I'm trying to pixel perfect, I like sometimes turn my camera top down.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
Clockwise.
Well, I'm gonna have to give a lot more.
They must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. 4. Behind.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Clockwise. Art.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Counter.
must have heard. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. 4. Behind.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Go encounter.
Bear my biting wings!
Negates.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
A pack of wolves!
Support stack. Rotate. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolves.
Your solo, Owen.
Try this!
3. Support stack. DPS stack. Dodge the wolves. In Cardinal. First. Very fun.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps. How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
DPS. Dodge the rays. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will rent all asunder.
In. Don't get teleported. Supports. Dodge the rays. Wakes. Mooncleave.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the marked tank. Me. Invoke. Partner up. Everyone in for heals after the tower pops. After tower pops.
Dodge this if you can.
In for healing.
The power of wind unleashed.
3 bait.
No.
How'd that work? 4 bait.
You know what? It works.
1 bait.
Oh no.
Oh no, that was too much for the
Bait.
challenger.
Sad enough. Okay. Wayne's almost dead, unfortunately. Sizing.
I'll live. I'll live. South for circuit.
Come. You cannot escape
Side.
from the wolf.
Watch the ray. Donut. In. Out. In.
Group 2. Or group 1 stay south. Group 1
Yeah,
stay
group
south.
1 stay south. Yep, I'm moving back. The game would let me.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Not up in time. Well, the first hit only did 194k.
Breaking instance. Sounds good to me.
Food check. Brilliant.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Must have heard. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. 4. Out.
I'll get the rest.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Counter.
Oh my god, I'm dumb. I can't count. I'm sorry. That is entirely my fault. I was like, wow, Earth is sure taking its time, forgetting that it's wind burst.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Oh, I'm done.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Must have heard. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Odds. 1. Out. Out.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Clockwise.
my biting wings!
Negates.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
Support stack.
A pack of wolves!
PS stack. Stay. Watch. Behind. Remember the wolves.
I should
Watch the wolves.
Try this!
2, 3. PS stack. Three. Support stack. Watch the wolves. In Cardinal. First. Should make it.
No, I will not lose. I need more power! Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The rings be destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UB.
There's no escape.
Support. Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Hero's Blow.
I will rent all asunder.
Spread for UV. DPS. Dodge the ray. Wake. Rune Cleave.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the Mark's tank. Away. Get to invoke. Partner up. Soak through towers.
Dodge this if you can.
Middle for healing.
The power of wit unleashed.
3 bait. Four bait. One bait. Two bait. Nice. South for circuit.
Come. You cannot escape
Side.
from the wolf.
Watch the beam. Donut. In. Out. In. Like parties. Wait. Spread for UV. Supports. Dodge the ray. Tank Buster. Make sure tanks are topped off. Get to spots for tethers.
Back at you.
Resolve your tethers. Watch for the double tower at the north. Double tower, short tank and gang go across. Watch his sword.
Out. Out.
Out. Spread for
The challenge
UV.
is down! Is this the end?
Support.
Here you go, right?
Just stay there. Just stay there. Dodge the rays.
I can't reach Swifty.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
What's he do? Get to the tower. Get to the tower.
I will draw upon my own to defeat you.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cleaver, move! Soft enrage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Got a damage up stack too.
Okay, yeah, that's just enrage.
We should cheese some towers with tank and bones.
Yes. I guess if we're cheesing with then the other party should be at the opposite dead end because he cleaves, and we don't
We
want
just
to.
we just go across twice instead of going once. Like we all rotate the same direction, and then when the tower comes up, then the people that aren't cheesing goes over.
The problem with that is that if he decides to cleave the party, then the tank is just at a dead end, like a lone island with nobody.
Yeah, that's fine. They just go across when the moon cleaver comes up. What are you? I don't get what you're trying to explain.
The moon
Show us
cleaver
with an
cast
image.
is real fast.
Show us.
Yeah,
with an image.
you still go off after the tower's done. So tower spawns, right?
Yeah.
We sit there for the first one. We all take it. Once the tower's done, we all move across. Another tower spawns on the platform we're on. All the party, except for the tank cheesing, goes across right then. Tank cheesing with inball and stays in the tower for the 8 hits, then crosses with the party and waits for the next tower to spawn.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. My concern is that Mooncleaver is not just baited on where he did the thing; it's still baited on a random person.
Yeah, what
So
Wayne
if
is
No,
saying is
it's
after
got to
the
be on the
second
tower.
tower.
Like it's got to be on the. It must be on the tower thing. Otherwise, like, I mean, we can check it, and if it does follow the party, then you can't invuln cheese it at all.
No, you can't invuln cheese if the party is just at the other dead end. Like we obliterate Charlie. Party goes clockwise. The tower spawns. The rest of the party just keeps going clockwise until they hit 4, and the tank invulns on 1. And then
In my head, my assumption, I was thinking that Mooncleaver is just auto on the tower. I was thinking he was part of the same
Probably
mechanic.
is. He's part of like his enrage, like you said. He's just going for the platforms one by one.
oh yeah.
It'd be silly for him to use Mooncleaver on a different one. But even then, if he doesn't use Mooncleaver on the next one after the party moved, that party just moves again. The tower doesn't destroy the platform, it's Mooncleaver.
Wahoo.
But yeah. So he's at like 20%. This has to be we're either really behind on damage somehow.
I mean, it's also a long. Like we've got to go across all 5 towers, or all 5 platforms.
Yeah.
You could just.
We can
look
also
back at how
double
long,
melee AoB.
He's actually 30%.
You can look back at how long the tower took to and guesstimate.
Hold on, I'm just watching the video. So we had. You could definitely invuln it, the whole thing. But yeah, it's as soon as the last hit of the tower goes off, he Mooncleaves. And yeah, he does get the scaling damage up, so this is a fun mitt check. So yeah, have fun, healers.
I wonder if maybe. Never mind. That's a stupid idea. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah. So when's our next pot window? Is it the second 2-minute burst there?
It probably.
EF2
So our
brain
2-minute
dead
was just
exists.
coming up right then. If we held 2 minutes for like 20 seconds, I think we would have had a pot. Or wait,
Well,
no,
we
mine's unsynced because I'm only potting once in phase 1.
If we do our 2-minute our first 2-minute after the quake, like we're doing now, maybe just like a couple seconds later, we can pot the next 2-minute, which is after the Eden the near raid mechanic.
After you see
Well,
the
circuit.
hard enrage, I'll give you the time of the encounter, like the timeline.
Okay.
What if we don't pot at the end of phase 1?
I mean, ideally. But that requires absolute perfection for phase 1. Or burning up melee LB as soon as it comes up.
Also,
I think it's gonna be better to melee LB the beginning of phase
If
2.
2 brain
and then-
dead exists, your idea can't be that stupid, man.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we just need to get there and mitt more.
Okay, so can we go over the plan? So the giant ass tower spawns and one of the tanks invulns it.
So we should take the first one raw because that's the weakest one.
Okay.
And maybe the second one, if he does that 4 fucking times, then we want to invuln like the last few.
Right,
Mhm.
we can't kitchen sink that because it's not up from Twin Bite.
I mean, there's 5 of them. You might be able to get one of the later ones, but they can't be the last one because the last one we have no choice but to share.
Yeah.
Is it possible that sharing it isn't that bad?
Well, it has to be, because otherwise how did week 1 people do it? We have gear. Yeah, I'd say share the first 2. Do some round of mitts on the first one, so like party 1 mitts on the first set, party 2 mitts on the second set. I invuln the... Is your invuln back up at that time, Kit?
Let me check the footage.
I mean, you might just have to start kitchen sinking the first buster. But yeah, I kitchen sink the third one. Ithrin kitchen sinks the fourth one. And if he does the fifth one, then we just have to soak it.
The second tower, Living Dead, was at 14 seconds.
Have you ever done UCOB? Because there's
Only
a mechanic like that where the tanks kitchen sink together, like share the damage. And that would basically
Yeah,
an extra 50% nit on the tank.
Hot Morbol, yeah. But
You can treat one of the towers like that.
maybe.
I do think I do think it would be available for the second, like for the fourth tower, because we wiped on the second tower and it had 15 seconds left, so it should
it'll be back up in time for the fourth one.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't like pause this sequence for any reason, like he throws in a quake just to throw us off our jive or whatever. But yeah. Maybe we can try. We would have to see the raw damage numbers to see if tanks can just kitchen sink like the second set, maybe.
I would think it's similar to Tremors, and Tremors is basically 6.4 million damage over like 8 seconds. So if you math that down to survivability, it's possible.
Maybe. Yeah. I say for now, respect the first 2, just mitt the second one harder, and then I invuln Kithrin invulns.
Okay, which do you want to reprisal? Maybe because I would be.
I'll do the first one because I said like party 1 mitts. So my reprisal, Zaf's faint, and then the second one will do your reprisal, Tuma's faint, Adel, and ranged party mitt. Though I don't know if we want to save some of this stuff for the possible 5th one, but honestly, that would be like the longest. Be the longest soft in range in the fucking game. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say if he does do a 5th one, then right after that is we all die anyway. So
how long did the first one take? Like 15 to 20 seconds, like from start to finish?
It's like no time. Like, I wish YouTube streams showed me like the time, but like, he starts casting it. He finishes the cast bar at 47. And it ends at 40, so it's 7 seconds.
And then Mooncleaver's an extra like 3 seconds after that, and then he starts casting again.
Mooncleaver's like us. Mooncleaver's like 2 seconds after that. It's like.
I'm just wondering if I don't think 90 seconds will work for the 5th one, but 60 seconds should work on the first and last one, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just get there and admit. I'm gonna do a check. But we're definitely at the end, because that's obviously soft damage.
Hell yeah, we're almost there.
You just need to do 30% more damage.
Let's begin, shall we?
Again, unless his enrage takes like.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
You might get this on the one platform and do like a 20% judge or something. And more so.
Real ego death type enrage.
Maybe he'll force us to.
In Cardinal.
There!
Make a Phoenix
I wonder if you
and
can
die.
keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
Counter.
call.
The challenger's down!
Am I gonna die?
Goodbye, everybody.
Yes, we are going to die.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
The second raid line. Oh, I didn't press my knockback resist. Cool.
Rip the Rona.
What if we all had to type /howl on the last platform to howl at the moon, and then he lets us live?
Let's begin, shall we?
Real 11 type shit.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own
It'd be very
lair?
fun. Absolutely nothing wrong. I'm just making possible.
In. Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Oh dear,
I
the
pressed it,
challenger's
that's
fallen
bad.
out of the ring.
I need to start calling on back again.
No, I just didn't.
Oh
It's
no,
on
that was too
cooldown.
much for the challenger.
When you said real 11 shit, the first thing I thought of is we're gonna have to go dip a piece of paper in a well that only appears at a certain phase of the moon on a certain day of the week between the hours of midnight and 4 a.m., which means like 3 times every real world month.
And you have to face east.
And Divine Might was some shit.
Made a new platform. I was mostly just thinking of the thing where apparently you need to like do the bow
begin,
to
shall we?
survive Odin's Zantetsuken because you just dodge
Can the
under it.
challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I assume Zaps was a reference to something, but I didn't get it.
The thing you need to do to start the Divine Might quest to fight the Archangels.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I want you all to know that that's a really hard version of it for me. And I did it.
I got hit by the out, but I gap closed, so I didn't get killed.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a
I should
storm.
not be alive.
The wind answers my call.
Clockwise. How do parties do this without asking?
More healing, I guess. The healers aren't pressing.
Must have heard. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power
Lily
can
Bell?
be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Odds.
Wait, I'm
Behind.
you. Whatever, mid. That was TBN, right?
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
No encounter.
Bear my biting wings!
Negate.
Still you stabbed. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
Port stack.
A pack of wolves!
Yes, stack. Stay. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
What killed you there?
I wasn't quite in the
2%
back.
attack. It happens though. The way markers can be a little distracting.
Try this!
2, 3. Yes, that.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
Counter.
call.
Must have hurt, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. 4. Behind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Counter.
my biting wings!
Hits.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
Support stack.
A pack of wolves!
Yes stack. Rotate. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
Try this!
3. 3. DPS stack. Sword stack. Dodge the wolves. Enter cardinal.
No, I will not
No,
lose.
love for me.
I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for your D.
There's no escape.
Supports. Dodge the rays. Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Hero's blow.
I will rent all asunder.
Spread for your B. Supports. Dodge the ray. Wait. Minute Moon Fever.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the marked tank. To the Gifford. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can!
In for heals.
The power of wind unleashed!
3 bait. Four bait. One bait. Two bait. South for circuit.
You cannot escape from
Sides.
the wolf.
Donut. In. Out. In. Spread for UV. Wait, I forget. Spread for UV. Support. Out of the way. Mustard. Other spots.
You can
Back
close
at
it,
you.
Hank.
Watch the double. Double is northwest. Your Kiffin doesn't die. Dodge the sword. It's out.
The
Spread for
challenger's
UV.
down! Is this the end?
I'm moving.
Dodge the raise. It's south.
I will
Oh, invoke this one.
draw
Everyone
upon
off.
my
Everyone
own
off.
to defeat you.
Three, four, five, six, eight. Leave me, you bastard. Light party 1 minutes on this one. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Leave. Stay for this one.
Even if it costs me my life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Neither side is holding back, but there can only be one.
I've got the
Kithrin, you
involved.
involve this one. Yep.
I've got it.
Best enrage in the game.
That's pretty epic.
Do you have LB?
Please. Alright, see y'all in hell.
I will prevail.
Yep, there's 8. There's 5 of them. All mitts, all mitts.
You're strong. I
Star
admit,
Cleaver.
But I am the one who will win.
We just need to clean it up and we win.
Woo!
What a fight.
You know, that for those 2 deaths, that was remarkably close.
It is a really fucking long enrage.
Did we melee LB right at the start of phase 2 on that run?
No, I didn't
No,
LB until the end because holding it for heal.
Yeah. We just need to clean up the hero's blow And that's the clear. Rip Uriel, who's not
Actually,
here.
wait, hold on. I'm gonna delete this unless
Oh,
you want it.
you're posting the official mitts.
It's just a MIT sheet. It's not official. It's what we.
Oh,
used.
like it's just the timeline.
It's just the timeline of things, and it was what we were using.
Yeah.
It's our MITs kind of filled out. It was mainly 7 or 8, but if you want me to delete it, I can. Actually, now that I think about it.
That was 1.9% in rage, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah. Just the more damage.
Can someone?
Wait, hold on. I should delete this, shouldn't I? But hold on, because there's comments on it that are filled out at the end, and I don't know if you guys want those. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I've been 2-minuting during Quake. I just want to make sure again that we're
2 minutes during like the casting of Quake. And then the pop burst is during the during the third Quake.
Okay.
I think that's when it comes back up. And then yeah.
What I did that run, since Viper does more damage during like first 2 minute instead of the opener, I potted my 2 minute on phase 1 during like the power slices, and then I potted the first 2 minute of phase 2, and then I had another pot at the end of phase 2. I'm not sure when that came back, or if I can use that well. So I'm gonna pay more attention this time.
I think that is, yeah. Honestly, I don't think we need to really focus in on pot scheduling much when like it was that close at the end.
We can also use
with 2 deaths and then people
AOEs.
having weakness was
keep doing what you're doing. People just need to get better at reading the hero's blow. Do we just want to spread out for the first hero's blow just to practice resolving hero's blow at random?
Sure.
We won't make it back in time for UV, and then we'll just waste the pool.
Yeah, do we have like a strat for that? I mean, we kind of just did it, but I think.
What do you mean? It was like the first thing we talked about today.
I don't remember that.
So the idea during
that's right.
Yes.
I remember.
Try and get an even amount of people on each bit. Though the important bit right now is just don't get cleaved. I'm seeing people getting cleaved. Also, I don't know when break comes back, but I gotta go.
I'm back. Yeah, you only get 7 2 minutes for the fight, I believe. So. Actually, I'm stupid. I'm looking at the notes and going, oh, never mind. They're not telling you things that you don't already know.
Hey, Wayne, you want to share those pictures you were showing?
One thing I noticed, someone moved ahead before the tower spawned at the very end. It doesn't really matter on the last one, but it happens early on, and then it spawns on that one person and just wipe us because the platforms are now separated.
Oh yeah, also Kithrin, if we are like paired like that, we need to go on the teleporter together.
Oh yeah,
Because we got.
I know.
there.
I don't know. I guess I figured we would just, like, me and Soul were on it together, like straight to the platform. So I
just,
figured
like,
that's how we would do it, but
we could just go up to it and just wait a second until we're both on top of each other.
For the green tank pair, it's probably best to just like sit next to the teleporter, and then you just go back to the center of the platform if you don't have to move. Just like assume you will have to use the teleporter and stand next to it, because if someone takes it early but you're standing on the very edge, you're still in range.
that makes sense.
And, like during 2-14, I often stand between the edge of the platform and the teleporter in that little spot, just so I'm right there. You can probably do that for the green tether.
Well, considering I've gotten green tether every single time, I expect to never get green tether again. What does blue tank do? Just take a single?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the person opposite the blue tank literally just sits there the whole time.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I've gotten blue tether every single time.
For fun?
I think it's. Am I main threat at that point? Is it a funny main threat thing, or are we just being Final Fantasy?
I'm sure we've got to be getting Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, baby.
Damn.
Yeah, expect to get green tether for the rest of forever.
I want to have green tether.
It's fun. I like it.
I want to engage with the mechanic instead of just sitting on my ass.
The other thing with the Hero's Blow, I guess the last one is just take note of where it's cleaving, because you only ever have to do one teleport.
Well, yeah, we know that. It's just figuring out in the heat of the moment. Oh God, where? I guess just general
I look
rule.
for the arrow.
If there's a sword near you, teleport away from the sword.
How do you use the arrow?
Well, the boss's arrow. It's where he's
Look for
cleaving.
his
So
face.
yeah. So it's like if I'm on the side with the sword and I look and see the arrow is cleaving the platform next to me, I can just teleport to that platform.
Yeah. Where he's facing is one of the safe platforms that you want to end up on. And then if you're at his back, it's very easy to see, oh, am I being cleaved or not?
Gotcha. I feel like he's been facing me every time, or almost, so I haven't had to deal with his back yet. Can we just... I really... The truth is, I don't have it committed to memory what I need to do for that last... ultraviolet.
It's
UV rays.
You resolve the hero's blow, try and generally spread to 2 supports, 2 DPS. The fun thing, Kithrin, is that you don't have to worry about it most of the time. Well, no, because if you're the long tank, you have to worry about it because you might get shunted into the healer group. But if you're shunted into the healer group, you just keep moving. Basically, you just teleport to the platform past them, and then just keep going. But then otherwise, it's body language. You just have to body language the last UV. So the person of the selected role that's closer to the away teleport takes the away teleport. Off roll still goes to the new relative set.
Also, woohoo. Congrats, Enrage. Weehee.
Yay, Enrage.
And the
Shane,
new
Uriel
relatives.
could not be here. Say the
new-
new relative south
Do
is
you-
the middle platform that's safe.
Mhm.
Because
From
there's
the
3
cleave.
safe platforms. The middle one is the new south. What was that,
Right.
Crux?
Okay.
Oh, I was wondering, you guys want to keep going then, or wait till Uriel's back for trying to clear?
I don't know.
I don't think Yuri would mind if we cleared without her, but I could be wrong.
Historically, the next 45 minutes are going to be regression pulls anyway.
Mhm.
Not to-
Why would you say
True.
why would you say that out loud?
You've invoked it.
True.
Yeah. I mean, if we clear, it just makes re-clears easier. Because Tuma has the weapon. But
Why not give Kithrin the weapon?
yeah.
I'm not worried the scythe is going to drop anyway, so
I say we keep going. If we kill the boss, it's a tragedy, I guess. I don't know. We came real close there, so
It would be a good problem to have.
Uriel is with us in spirit.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Those last 30% just sort of burn. It's just the 2 minute that happens at that point.
yeah, we're not really constantly getting GCD interrupted by movement either. At least not as frequently.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Get the stop out.
White mage staff is going to drop. It's launched.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise. So now I'm thinking about it. Probably minimal mitts on the first Alligate. Like maybe just reprisal and GCD healing. And then some moderate amount of mitts on the second one. Then
They must have heard. But they're
roll
not
the
out of
third and
fight yet.
fourth, and then every other mitt. Ranged mitt, add-on,
Fenrir's
everything.
power can be wielded in
Last.
surprising ways.
Yeah, if we could have survived Starcleaver
Where did that
longer,
colossal
we
thing
might
come
have.
from?
Starcleaver was insta-kill.
Fly true!
Oh, you're right.
You can't survive that long.
3.
More like if we were all alive to Starcleaver, maybe.
Behind.
The challenger's down!
Okay,
Is this
Catherine.
the end?
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Clockwise. any particular reason PF does stone first, or is it just local racers?
Vibes. Somebody just decided Earth, and then everybody followed them.
Is that my logic at the start? Was just wind is on the left to right, bada bing, bada boom.
It could be alphabetical. They're like Earth comes before wind in the alphabet. So that's okay.
Still you stacked. How delightful.
But green comes before yellow, so I mean, who knows? Who can say?
The Earth
Aren't the
is
green
mine
timers
to
a little
command.
shorter?
No, they're the.
I never look at them right at the start, so.
Support stack,
A pack of wolves.
DPS stack. Rotate. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolf. Lots of dodge the incidental line AoEs.
Try this.
1, 4. DPS stack. Make your way to 4. Support stack. Dodge the wolves. Out. Enter. Incidental line AoEs and Akmorns of 8.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might.
Oh no, there are gonna be 12s.
12s. A 12. That would be.
12 meteors.
Rings be destroyed and they've fallen below.
Because it's gonna be Behemoth.
Are you still counting cutscenes, Orion?
I've lost track at this point. I'm just gonna follow the logs at the
So
end.
we're LDing now, right?
I will as
No
soon as
matter
it's hot.
what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps. How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Right for UV.
There's no escape.
DPS. Dodge the rays. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
First hero blow.
I will rend all asunder.
Out. Red for UV. DPS. Dodge the ray. Wait. Few minutes.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go towards the marked tank. Gifford. This is just a one-time thing he does. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can!
In for heals.
The power of wind unleashed!
2 bait. One bait.
They got fucked.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Yep, there it goes.
Tuma,
What's up?
do you have anything important at the start of P2?
No, no, I could leave.
Could you LB instead? It drifts my gluttony like an uncomfortable amount.
Sure.
It made me late on the 2 minute, like only a second or two, but
Do we want a 2 minute when Quake finishes, or when we move south for Cleaver?
I'd rather start during Quake. Otherwise,
shall we?
my cast times come up in shitty movement parts.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf?
So we'll 2 minute as like Quake is halfway through.
I don't like 2 minute windows in this fight, except for maybe the second one here.
Towers. Or the out.
Yeah, towers.
It's not. I don't know what they're called. What is it actually called? Terrestrial Titans.
I wonder
I
if you
don't
can
know,
keep up.
Oh my, look at the size of those things.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. Behind.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Counter. Imagine if the bug was still here. Every time we did that, it's like...
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
Support stack.
A pack of wolves!
DPS stack. Rotate. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
That's rookie.
Try this!
3, 2. Support stack. Make your way to 2. DPS stack. Dodge wolves. In Cardinal. I wonder how the math checks out on like using LB3 phase 1 to gain 2 pots in phase 2 versus the other way.
No, I will not lose. I need more power.
That's a question for the nerds at the
Fenrir's
balance. I'm not
unbound
thinking
might.
about it.
What if you could do both?
Like what?
Egads!
I
The
guess
rings
Why
get
not both?
destroyed and they've fallen below!
Good enough gear. We beat this like we've gotten to a rage. We still don't know what the fuck, why he looks like that.
Is not an option.
Henry.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have.
Fenrir
Prepare
explains the
yourself.
wolf hand. Does not explain anything else.
And the wolf shoulders.
Red for UV.
There's no escape.
Supports. Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will rent all asunder.
Support. Hold 2 minutes. Now.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the marked tank. Different. Take your tether, or take your
Dodge this if you can!
If I remember to send from the teleporter. if you need to.
in for
The power of wind unleashed!
3 bait. Roxy, you have to be over here.
I point.
Oh dear, the challenger has fallen out of the ring.
Get it?
Should have just pushed the tether at that point.
Yeah. Well,
What's the question?
my food was off.
Food check.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Counter. I just realized that this is Arrow 3 and then Phase 2 is Quake 3.
That was a good game.
Quake 3. Arena.
Death must have hurt, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Odds. 1. Behind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Clockwise.
my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
A pack of wolves!
Forward stack. Okay. Dodge. Out. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolf. The wolves. Should still be fine.
Try this!
4. 1. DPS stack. Take your way to 1.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Dodge the heads.
This is still.
Out. Out. Cardinal.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this
Opposite of
around?
what he does at the start. So that makes sense. Hot here just to make sure.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The rings be destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Red UV.
There's no escape.
DPS. Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will rend all asunder.
Out. Supports. Wait. Hold your ones. About 2 minutes.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the marked tank. Different.
Dodge this if you can.
In for heals.
The power of wit unleashed!
3 bait. Croc's eye over here. Croc's eye over here. Four bait. One bait. Two bait. South for circuit.
Come! You cannot escape from the wolf!
Donut. Watch the ray. Side.
Watch teleporter.
In. Out. In. Wait. Hot burst. Spread for UV. DPS. Watch the ray. Buster. Resolve your tethers. Watch for the double tower north. Watch the sword. This is out. Body language UV.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Supports.
I need juice.
Just figured out. South for enrage.
I will
That platform actually for enrage. Mild mitts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lever. More beefy mitts. Go. This will be my invuln.
Even if it costs me my life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Neither side is holding back, but there can only
Wait
be one
for it,
champion.
then Kiffin goes. Get LB3 soon.
I got it.
LB now. Pop every mitt.
Kill this guy!
We have climbed.
We did it.
Woo!
Climbed.
Sorry you could not be here, Uriel. We'll get them there clear next week. Easily.
I didn't realize we were that close.
Yeah.
Why is he Geen?
Why isn't he green?
The match is decided!
He's natural enemy.
Victory
you know? Purple and
goes
green
to the
can't get along.
challenger.
Alright. Scholar Tome. Yeah, the platforms are back.
I don't even have a Scholar at 100. I can't. Yeah, so the DPS check is very lenient for phase 2.
It's all over. Until
no
next
checkpoint.
time.
Makes sense.
But,
Paladin
people-
Arms, I win.
You win. Congrats. I
Hate
should
you.
Pass.
Gearless
I'll
Orchestra.
lead on the groovy glasses.
Yeah, you can take the groovy glasses.
And I'll pass everything else. Here you go. Have fun.
So Tuma gets the coffer then. Because yeah, don't leave yet. Don't leave. Is Mountain Orchestran free for all? $55 on the mount, 30 on the orchestration. I don't think I'm winning. Congrats on your Cybertruck.
Dang, I had a 73. Who won?
Soul with the 99.
Jesus.
Oh shit, I don't have some.
Do we want a screenshot or wait for Uriel to screenshot?
I'll just stand to the side if you want a screenshot.
We can crudely paste Uriel in next week.
Yeah.
It's some Photoshop.
I think Crocs can be in here. He's
Crocs
part
can
of
be
this.
like barely in frame.
Just a little face in the corner.
I don't have the dead one. Hold on. Do I have something else?
What is this location? It's still the Hunter's Room. It doesn't look like it.
Do I have... Oh, I do.
What?
There you
Let's
go.
check something.
Bouquet.
I feel like Hero's Blow was oddly consistent. Kept aiming at Kithrin. Is Kithrin like main aggro at that point, or is it just lol?
It is just lol random, and you just...
Yeah, he's second aggro. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. I'll be off to the side holding you guys up. Okay, roses.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's one of the tiers of all time. Again, I'm mildly disappointed in the tower tether mechanic for not being as balls to the walls as I was planning for, but
I'm the opposite
Heroes-
of disappointed about that.
the Hero's Blow into UV makes up for it in terms of sheer oh fuck.
Yeah.
So do we do anything insane in phase 2?
No,
Compared to-
not... Oh, okay, PF does DPS twofold Tempest.
DPS handles twofold. That makes sense.
Though, I kind of liked how you guys were initially... One of your suggestions was all melee twofold Tempest.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
just-
it can be cursed for caster.
Yeah.
I need to feed my roommate's cats. He just texted me, went out and forgot to feed them.
Meow, meow, meow. Feed the little meow, meow.
Now we all need to go by show left or show right so that when Uriel gets there clear, we can all be posing next to them.
I don't even want to think about how many times I dropped my dot in me looking up every like 30 seconds. Oh, my dot's not there.
Why?
Yeah. So generally in this fight, what PF does is they skip the 6-minute burst and hold it to phase 2. And then they hold LB till phase 2, and then they just blast it.
You just skip all the Howling 8s.
Yeah. I think speed kills are around the Lone Wolf's Lament.
Like casting it or
Like-
resolving it?
Casting it, I think. They might be
The
earlier
fact-
than that, actually. So, like, you do just a standard reopener, like second or third GCD buffs.
Yeah, that
And
makes
then-
sense.
LB on the second Quake. But it's
So,
fine.
like, what happened to all this infrastructure? Like, what's going on here?
Who
Fenrir's
knows,
might,
man?
obviously.
Like the weird tendrils, like they look like they should be like part of him. It's like the same material, which is weird.
So, like, it feels
Oh,
like
yeah, leave a
they're...
gap.
Yeah. Do you want me to reposition, or... Here. Yeah, that should be good.
I mean, I can't speak too much, but Uriel didn't miss that much. We were literally on the last mechanic.
Yeah.
Does PF usually tank invuln those?
So, if they do light mitts on the first one, invuln tanks kitchen sink, invuln everything on the last one.
That makes sense. I was scared to kitchen sink because I'm like,
So the thing you have to do to take kitchen sink is you have to press your 40% during the UV before the tank buster, before the last tank
that-
buster.
that sounds fucked.
So like you can just time it to like the latter half of the UV cast and press your 40%, and it lasts through the buster. But if you don't do that, then your 40% isn't up. But tanks do need healer help though for that. But like that's fine. Like,
It's like a, it's like 7-1.
yeah.
It's just baby the tank, but it's both of them.
Yep.
Guess
And
it's
then-
closer to the 6-2 strat. 6-2 is like
Yeah.
way safer and cooler.
Indeed. But
So now I have
what you guys
Biss,
do
so
does
I'm
work.
not leaving y'all.
damn.
Yes, I'm serious.
Actually, no, I still need to augment my fucking boots, and then I'm out of here.
You got the weapon before the final augment.
I do also need the stupid Cybertruck. So far, all of the mounts have been purple, which is good in my book.
Just like the real Cybertruck, it has no storage space. So
There. Well, this one can actually like fly and doesn't explode. So
are you sure about that?
you could
Are you
tell
sure
it's
it doesn't
fictional.
explode? Honestly though, who would give people flying cars?
I do love
Ain't
that
no way.
it is a plot point in 7.2 that's just like, oh god, a car went haywire and fucking crashed into the shopping center. It's like, yeah, don't fucking have your cars be
Fucking
automated
AI,
robots.
man.
Yeah. So yeah. We done here?
Congrats on your clear. Woohoo.
Thank you for helping us, Proxide.
Glad to be here.
Yep. Thanks for joining.
With
Yeah, thanks for
being
joining.
able to fill out the rest of the scholar mix that you do.
Yeah.
Also,
Right.
sorry if I cause any healing related headaches, Beanie.
Okay, thanks for